Hi, in this video I'm going to show you guys how to clean the brake rotors and the brake pads on my Yamaha FZ07. Stay tuned. It's always best to put the bike on stands to do this, but I'm going to assume that you don't have any stands. I'm going to use a brake cleaner spray, 6mm Allen wrench, 5mm Allen wrench, flat screwdriver, 14mm wrench, and a clean rag. I never spray the cleaner directly on the brake parts, so I spray some of it on the rag and wipe the visible parts of the rotors clean. It's also a chance to check the rotors for cracks. And of course, it's the same for the other side. And the rear brake rotor. Now move the bike forward or backward to expose the hidden areas of the rotors. And clean those areas the same way. I also use another rag with some water to clean any traces of the cleaner to avoid damaging the paint or the finishes. The front brake pads are held by a pin, 2 locking clips, and a spring. Using the screwdriver or any equivalent tool, remove the 2 locking clips, then remove the pin. And finally the spring. Now remove the brake pads. Spray some of the cleaner on a clean rag and use it to clean the pads on both sides. This is also a good opportunity to check the pads if they need to be replaced. Now put them back and be careful not to let them fall from the other side. Put back the pin and note that the pin goes through the holes on the pads and the spring. So you have to align them all together so the pin will go through all the way to the other side of the caliper. Use a screwdriver to help you align them if necessary. Now put back the locking clips. They go through the small holes on the pin. Make sure they're pushed until they snap in place. It's the very same process on the other side. Remove the locking clips, the pin, and the spring. Remove the pads. Clean them, put them back, put the spring back, put the pin back by aligning the pads and the spring, and the locking clips. Finally, pump the brake to force the brake pistons return to their place. With the rear brakes, I start by removing the locking screw with a screwdriver. Then loosen the brake pad's retaining bolt with the 5mm Allen, but don't remove it just yet. Now loosen the caliper retaining bolt with the 6mm Allen, but don't remove it. Then loosen the caliper bolt with the 14mm wrench. Now remove the caliper retaining bolt and place it somewhere clean as it has some grease on it. Do the same with the caliper bolt. Next, remove the caliper. Remove the pad's retaining bolt. Then remove the brake pads. Place the caliper back just for now. Use the same method. Spray the cleaner on the rag and clean the pads on both sides. Make sure not to leave any traces of the rag on the pads, like threads. Now put back the caliper bolt just to hold the caliper in place, but don't tighten it just yet. Put the brake pads in place. Put back the caliper retaining bolt, but don't tighten it just yet. Put back the brake pads retaining bolt, align both holes on the pads with the holes on the calipers to do so. But don't tighten it all the way just yet. Tighten the brake caliper bolt with moderate pressure. If you have a torque wrench, set it to 27 Nm. Now tighten the caliper retaining bolt also with moderate pressure, or set your torque wrench to 22 Nm. Next, tighten the brake pads retaining bolt with 17 Nm of pressure. Then put back the locking screw and tighten it by hand. Finally, pump the rear brake. There you have it, the brakes are clean and ready to go for a ride. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and ride safe.